Good evening, Mia and Len. Yeah, we just got an update a few minutes ago. As of a few minutes ago, voter turnout for today for in-person ballots cast was around 222,000 people across Harris County. If you combine that with the early voting ballots, we are around 427,000 votes for this odd year election. The officials say that's pretty good for an odd year election, but it's still only about 17% of all registered voters. That's about 2.5 million registered voters in Harris County. Mia, you mentioned the counting the ballots actually hasn't started just yet. All the ballots from the 600 vote centers across Harris County will be coming here to election headquarters. This is basically just a warehouse near Bush Airport. Again, all of the ballots from the in-person ballots cast today from the 600 vote centers will be coming here, and this area behind me is actually where election workers will count those ballots. We're told that those first batch of ballots should be arriving here somewhere between 8 and 8:30 tonight. Still, even though that's about an hour and a half away, we have seen a lot of activity here. We've been out here all day, all evening, but in the past couple of hours, we've seen more and more election workers show up. It's gotten a lot more busy here with folks getting ready to count those ballots. We know in the past that there have been some issues when it comes to bringing all of those ballots to election headquarters, because again, this centralized location is where all the ballot counting happens. And you can imagine, with Harris County being the largest county in Texas and the third largest county in the country, that it takes a lot of effort to get all those ballots here. But sometimes things do get delayed either at the vote centers or through transportation. But the Harris County Elections Office tells me that they do have elections staff working to make sure that they get all the ballots here on time and as quickly as possible. They also have constables' offices working to securely transfer all of those ballots from the different precincts all the way here to election headquarters to make sure that those ballots get counted. Again, we're expecting the first batch of ballots to arrive here at election headquarters between 8 and 8:30 tonight. We're also expecting to get an update on voter turnout and on how everything went today from the Harris County Clerk, Tanisha Hudspeth. We're expecting that update in about half an hour at about 7:30. But we have heard from officials throughout the day that it has been pretty much smooth sailing. There were a couple issues kind of earlier in the morning, but nothing major. They do have a call center here at election headquarters that voters and election workers could call into if any issues arise. We didn't see any flurry of activity. We definitely saw some people answering phone calls, but there hasn't been any major issues. Again, polls just closed at 7 o'clock. We know that if voters were in line by 7 o'clock, that they are allowed to vote as long as they were in line by 7. But again, here we're seeing a flurry of activity, kind of getting ready, getting the energy up, getting ready to count those ballots once they arrive here. And we will be out here for all of that action once that begins again in about an hour to an hour and a half. For now, reporting live from election headquarters in Harris County, Orkomana, KHOU 11 News.